There is an impeccable logic in the words of Jesus, one that doesn't just speak to the spirit, but dissects our existential anxiety. He invites us on a journey from our secret disciplines to our strategic investment. It's not about money. It's about where your security truly rests. Listen closely. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth. Here, the master presents a thesis on the physics of loss. He mentions Esses and Broses, the moth that devours the finest robe and the rust that eats away the noblest metal. He speaks of thieves who break in and steal, those who dig through mud walls to take what we protect so fiercely. Jesus tells us an irrefutable truth. If your treasure is material, you are in a losing war against thermodynamics. Matter degrades. To invest only in the earth is to invest in chaos. It is to live in perpetual anxiety, trying to freeze time by accumulating things that by their very nature were born to wither. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. We tend to believe we put our money into the things we love. But the psychology of the kingdom says the opposite. You will end up loving whatever you invest in. Your heart is a magnet pulled by your decisions. If you invest in your image, you will become obsessed with yourself. But if you invest in the poor, in the kingdom, in the eternal, your heart, almost without noticing, will begin to love those things. You don't follow your heart. You direct your heart through what you value. Did you know that stinginess is a spiritual cataract? Jesus says the eye is the lamp of the body. If you have a good eye, hapless, a generous and simple eye, your life is flooded with light. You see the needs of others and you expand. But if you have a bad eye, Panero's the eye of greed and selfishness, you block the light. You can be a millionaire and live in the deepest darkness. Accumulation is not wealth. It is a blindness that prevents you from seeing the true value of life. Here a proper name appears, Mammon. It's not just money, it's a power. It is the god of self-sufficiency that whispers, with me, you don't need anyone else. Jesus is blunt. You cannot serve two masters. This is not a moral warning. It is a structural impossibility. Their orders are opposites. Mammon says, save, accumulate, protect yourself. God says, give, trust, surrender. In the moment you decide what to do with what you have, you will choose one and despise the other. There is no shared time on the throne of your soul. In the end, the call is to a strategic freedom. The only secure investment is the one made beyond the reach of entropy. Investing in love, in people, in the kingdom, ... That is Teflon against death, which is the only thing you will take with you. If God is your owner, money is a useful servant. But if you reject God, money becomes a cruel master. Today, the invitation is simple yet profound. Stop accumulating things that rot. Start accumulating life.